The knowledge is the foundation, the wisdom is the way. The understanding shows you that you are on your way. The culture is our God, the power is the truth. The power only shows you that you have to go through. Power and justice and justice and justice. Allah and justice and justice and justice. Allah, Allah and justice. Whoa, 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 whoa. God, keep saying of the right way. I still believe on the glorious way. The knowledge of the cipher to enlighten you. You know, the God of right or what you need. Allah and justice and justice and justice. Allah and justice and justice and I dedicate this to every one of the 196,040,000 square miles of the planet Earth. Let me hear you say, as the Earth travels and runs down to no 137 1/3 miles per hour on its way around the sun, let me hear you say, you know, you're into the world's famous supreme king, city wide the mastermind, just like a superstar. Let me hear you say, Allah, Allah and justice. Whoa,
we are advocating, unlike the idea that we are promoting, and then you are coming back into our world trying to deceive those who are vulnerable. If I see it, Warren Justice did, if we don't say nothing, we just as long as a perpetrator that is doing that. So it's not based on whether you like me or not. It's based on do I love myself? Because we teach that love is understanding. Moving on that. They will say, say you love all you want to. Both, yes. He ain't got no business loving me emotionally. How you gonna be emotional? First you're gonna be mental. But soon, around 5, and everything you know as a man go out the window when you turn to a male. Therefore, he don't take the condom no more, he takes the stamp and mail you out. That's her job. Her job is to master all men, tell the truth to all weak men. That's their job. Whether you like it or not, how we know it's their job? Can you reform devil? She's no devil with the mathematics technique to agree that explains how. From 34, 3 and 4. In Washington, in this government, to take it to the 7th degree, in 140, how fast does our planet travel? 1 hour, 130 miles an hour. Now, your woman don't travel that fast. Listen, but we say she's perfect. But mathematically, she does if you draw it over. So that's 1,137 and 1/3 will bring us the idea that she said she was born too. So that's 10 of that equation. She no longer wastes time searching for what? A risk regard. Because she understands the total population of the regional people exists in the bottom of civilization. So therefore, she what? She now is what? Once she now is God, she don't accept no what? Violence. But what is the life? What bring rain, hail, storm? They continue building day by day. All they see is such as rain, hail, storm is caused by a risk regard she agrees to no longer search for the mystery God. That they cannot figure things out. This is believed by the 85%. Since the Lord when they bear down, you would have to have some way to know what they want. What? You know what they know. But that's what I know. In all these times, you know anybody's going to have to say what? So that 1/3 becomes 13. Now, once you master out the read, then when he was 6 years old, when you got the equality of yourself, when you know equal to yourself first, then you carry on. You can't catch it. How you gonna carry on? Because read your name like my brother goes fast, read verbal rotation around the baby the pop of the beat. So if you cannot catch it, get out of the rotation. Her rotation is based on 20,896 miles, but she has not been enlightened to read the pop of Earth yet. You only stood it now. So how you gonna catch it? Now how you gonna hold up? Hold up, you gotta say, I'm strong enough to carry this what? Weight. 6 seconds in time. Followed by what? 21 seconds. That's a real number. 6 seconds is like a train on being. So what do it mean? Mathematically, because physically, no woman nowhere. You didn't even have no sex. But literally, so 6 only represents her what? Equality. Sex is her what? Power. And she used what? 10 till. 10 means till. 6
Why you always do
turns what? Wait. And you the power of what? 21 cycle. 21-0. So what is the 21-0? The 21-0 takes you back to let you know who was that founder that created this negative universality in wisdom. That's the 21st degree in 140. Who was the founder of like a traffic like a truck? Those are the 21-0. So within that degree, it says he was the original man, but the key that he did, he was going what? 20 miles outside the holy city of Mecca. We have established already through our mindset of Allah that Mecca is the truth. It means the knowledge and wisdom of the rich man's father. Ever since your foundation was built. So any man that is going outside of that roof, he's going outside of knowledge and what? Wisdom. He's dealing in what? Wisdom, knowledge. If he's dealing in wisdom, knowledge, he can't be doing his history because wisdom, knowledge is 21, 2 before 1. And the first degree in what the 40 says, who made the Holy Divine Bible. So if you're dealing in wisdom, knowledge, you cannot be doing history because you're stuck in that truth, as I told you last time, or whatever the conference of the Congress 24,896. And you do not, as an original man, you do your history for that. You do your history for the 25,000. But how do you get 25,000? By mastering the idea. What was his idea? That's the 24. When you master the idea, then you master that society myth that keep you blind of they were society. Then you master that 9, you see how they stay from 35 to 50 years to master and control 85% of what? And then that 6 show you the process of how they teach and keep our people what? Illiterate. Once you master that, 24,896, that's one piece of steel that Washington and Lincoln represent. But you still gotta get to 25. In particular, woman, you can't know history, you ain't got no what? Earth. We know that the earth is going to water approximately 3/4 of the surface, but it's not complete. We need one more. So from 24,896, approximately 25,000 miles, the difference is 104. Well, she's not going to type again by then, she's not going to wait time, type something like this, and when she then she mastered the 4 double head, not any hate, love, and jealousy, but she mastered the 4 double head, meaning 4 maybe 2 that control the people. Because envy, love, hate, and jealousy is not 4 doubles. Those are characteristics of 4 doubles. Dr. Minister and female that perpetuated his name because of polarity, and he went to the third with the first and second to the third with his feet. So now got what? 4 equals 8. Somebody see how it starts. Yeah. You gotta have ideas. You gotta realize that the lesson you gave you all waste your time arguing. Basically, it wasn't the 40 about that. Most of the 140 talk about the devil. You know what I mean? If you look at 140, a lot of it talks about the history of what the devil. So you gotta know how to reverse this dualism and talk about yourself. Allah said, if you ain't got nothing good to say about nobody, don't say to that boy, oh. We can come out here and talk about everybody. Muslims, everybody. Allah said, stop that. When you talk about that man, all you're doing is teaching about him. So when are y'all going to teach about y'all? Why not Father? You're not fighting for one another. The show and prove was the reason. And based on the way that God created the show and prove the explanation development of our youth in terms of honoring our Father. Over the years, present, the show and prove is not on the root that was originated. It's nice to have this name. It's nice to have what to do. That was the reason. It's not. So a proof is based on time and how it was accomplished. Show and prove how they wrote it. Show and prove how they wrote it. Got the motive of fear. And this is what we are going to bring the show and prove back in the year 2002. Otherwise, I'm going to my father based on 22. Not meaning that we know I got to tell y'all much now. Y'all keep on. Young people to get up here and highlight this. A lot of it is when it comes to battle. And some of us are going to fall. And we're going to keep moving. And when we accomplish our mission, we're going to come back and get those folks in the army that do lieutenant. That means that we got to be men. A lot of those get in life. They didn't get it like that. Y'all get perpetually the future of game. How come 85% of our world I was under the impression when the boss had done, some of y'all guys will take it with get me, people look like them, bring them back. So first I was under the impression that these are undercover missions. Then year after year, 99% of them are all undercover missions. And certain time, you know, European style, West South, he running after the century. Thanks. I don't know the last time I saw God wear the crown. Y'all got the hat. Out of every 10 of that hat on, one got a crown. No culture. You know what I mean? If the world calls us, because he said one day we're going to have land we call our own. If we are a nation, and the world calls to the table, and we got to pick 10 off your head, you can't tell people out here because they ain't got no food, no shoes. What is going on? If you don't know your mission, then ask. We got a lot of work to be done. We got a lot of work to be done. And I've been thinking, no Enron. No Enron scandalization fraud. How do we know that? Because there's no OPO1 plan, first of all. There's no retirement plan, first of all. And there are no layoffs. Everybody has a job and you got a job. You can't say that you're unemployed and that you're up in terms of going to the park. You may be unemployed physically, but you got to find a way to do it. But physically ain't it? You got to stop being afraid. And they really start making business. I just have to say that. And due to popular demand, contrary to what I say all that, popular, I tried to be tired, but I had my own words. I tried to be tired from the right position. They wouldn't let me. So I'm little understanding, so I want you to know. I speak real fast sometimes. You can't catch it. I got the transcript for you. My lady position. Ready? Ready. Hey. Hey. In this portion of the Parliament, we're going to open up a nation business. The reason why we chose this time really open at 4:30 is what happened was, those that came here earlier, they know we got locked out. So things got pushed back a little bit. Two things that I was going to shoot out real quick before everybody comes and make their presentation. The thing to think about is, when our fellows turn to the editor, all day, L9 for free. I don't know, how many of y'all know I raise your hand? You get to school all the time, a while back in the day. This shows me how new people coming in. You understand? Just coming around, or newborn. So there was one time, if I asked that question, everybody in here would put their hands up. L9 Supreme was a great God. I know him back when I was in the dead world. And I continue to know him and grow with him as I got knowledge of myself and I blocked his world in life. And in terms of the essence, Wednesday night, we got to talk about it. And we had this sister outside, and she was like a guy's favorite girl, so she was together. And I had to that I would try to give whatever donation anybody here to donate, their dollar, 50%, whatever place it may be, just to show some appreciation, for God being present. They did a lot of great work when he was among us. And it was God from T-God and said, why? He couldn't make it. They gave me $10. I'm going to put $10 with it. So if anybody want to donate anything, you give it to Wise or Mel. You just going to go around and want to donate something, fine. If you can't donate nothing, that's fine. One thing I want to speak about is security at law school. Matter of fact, security for the nation as a whole. So this is my department, I deal with security. For some reason or another, a lot of you guards and earth, y'all coming to this parliament, and the whole thing that y'all do more than anything else is coming here and chill. Coming here and relax. We are a nation. A nation has its own security. I'm not speaking about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 young brothers because you got a pat down at their door. And you should feel so safe and secure. And you don't feel you should add on to the growth and development of the nation. Everybody in the nation and in this parliament should be added on to some particular committee that has been established in our nation. Everybody in here can't do security. Everybody in here is not going to be just fixing food. Everybody in here is not going to be just with one aspect of our nation. Because our nation is full of diversity. We have so many things that we could do, that we do, and we don't get recognition for most of the things that we do. I don't do security for recognition. I care less if you recognize what I do. But I want you to know that when you're here, and that while you're here, that you are secure only because somebody took the initiative to step up and say, I want to do something for my nation. I may not can't do this, I may not can't do that, but I can do this. And a lot of y'all, especially young y'all, really consider adding on to the GOD, which stands for God Organized Defense. We created our own name for our own system of security, so we would not be identified with the FOI. We're not trying to emulate the Nation of Islam in that fashion. So we created our own what? Security, along with the name. And it's very important that we have our security. If somebody was out here right now going through the discrepancy of what happened, it would be the guards, the nerves, and the security-minded that will be there intervening on that. Well, most of y'all wouldn't even know what to do. This is the reason why we have security training. We deal with your mental, as well as your physical, as well as your lesson, to get you on point, to help make you young guards into young men. Young men being responsible. A lot of y'all come in and name God and say, I'm God, and y'all not even a young man yet. Y'all not even a man yet. But see, really, God is man. God means man, for those that understand that. You have to step up to the plate. It's time for y'all to rise to the occasion. Everything is real. It is no joke. This is quality form. Quality degree one. And a lot of things that have taken place over the days in reference to honoring our Father. They had a dance last night. I understand it was very good success. I couldn't make it. I have a whole obligation to take care of. But I understand it was nice and that was good. They had in New Jersey, I think they had a social with Father out there. And I understand that was pretty good. In pelon, we did something for the Father. We had a feast in our civilization class. We had it on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, 179th Street, in Morris Avenue. How many of y'all from pelon? Raise your hand. How many of y'all come to the civilization class at pelon? Raise your hand. Okay, that's good. I need to spread the word. We bring you some real positive things up in pelon, reference to establishing our own school. Because if there's 2 years in civilization class come May, that's going to be our next feast. So all you gods and earth that live in that area or don't live in the area, it's open for everybody. We don't discriminate against anyone except for those that come here and strive to cause confusion amongst the righteous. That is not tolerated. That stops at the door. As soon as you open your mouth, you don't come out with supreme mathematics, and get stopped immediately. Same way that most of you guys are in this empowerment, when somebody get up here and be saying something that's derogatory, that's not like that, that does not line up with your mathematics, you have no right to stop them, question them. And I know a lot of y'all haven't been questioning people in reference to the little thing they got going on about God, the white man is a God. Y'all let's tell you what the white man is, who the devil is, but somebody got a way of turning things around and having y'all believe that he's the God of devils. Y'all laugh, but it's real. His arguments are real. They are arguing about that. Some people even use the Father's name and say the Father said that. Last Parliament, the God should have been said that. Now I don't bear with you myself. There's no devil is God. I know from an example that the Father did with Azrael, teaching him, and from Azrael's mouth to us, when he told us that, the Father said he was a righteous man. Being a righteous man and being God is not the same thing. But a lot of y'all sit up here and nod your head to that and don't say nothing when somebody's up here teaching that. This God be making these states for a reason. But a lot of times, certain God is not in here to be doing analysis to a lot of things that's being said. And I can see by the response when I ask that y'all know El He's supreme, and only about 10 people raise their hand. It's that many. So I know a lot of y'all are lukewarm, which is good. That's why y'all can come to the classes at the civilization class and mess with them. They got classes around here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Saturday. And you come to pelon on Wednesday. So you can get the proper understanding of your lesson. Because the ruler is from lessons, man, that these lessons must be answered 100% what? Correctly. Before the student is admitted to the next degree, which is the law-bound Muslim lesson number 1. If you can't answer those lessons correctly, then you can't go to the next what? Level. You can quote your lesson to you are blue in your face. Understand what you're reading. If you don't understand it on your own, go to an older brother and ask him, can you please give me some understanding to this degree? I don't see it, and I'm having a problem with it. There's no such thing as a wrong or bad or ignorant question. But if you don't ask the question, how are we going to know what's on your what? Mind. If you don't come up here and tell us what you're doing for community, how are we going to what? No. Wisdom culture means to manifest that which you are doing by living out the culture which is I God. And if you live out the culture right and exact, then there's no problem for you to be righteous. For righteousness' sake. This is how you show approval. So this is nature's business. And in nature's business, y'all need to know what is going on in your nation in different states as well as different boroughs. We have a lot of business going on
to be patient, because sometimes these things can go a little bit long, but if you wait it out, I guarantee you, when you leave here, you go out with more knowledge than you had when you came in about something you didn't know about. Now, anybody got any questions about what I just said? I'll be outside. You can build with me. My name is Born Justice about not a problem. On another note, we did a videotape of the feast that we had. We was honored and pleasure to have Abu Shahid, Father Brown, one of the brothers started.
Right.
He spoke at the meeting. Abdul, he was there, and he spoke eloquently.
Thanks so much.
He spoke. He was there, he spoke. Another God named Lord Just was there, he spoke. God Umullah was there, he spoke. And I said a few things about what he's doing in Pelon. And we're striving to have a fundraiser with our tape. So if anybody want to purchase one of those tapes for a fundraiser, it's $10. We're not asking those $20, $15, and the money's going to be added on to the Pelon Civilization class to continue to add on and grow with the feet and the other things that we be doing. So if anybody want to take, you see me, you're going to have a few right now. There'll be some more next month. So if you want one, please see me. And hey, dude, ready?
God for 5 minutes. And we had to find out who we are, not ourselves. With 12 o'clock. Because we talk white. We talk to white men all our world. He said, look, this is what's got to happen. I'm going to give you these readings. I need you to study. I'm going to give you these mathematics. I need you to learn. I'm going to give you these alphabets. I need you to use it. With the mathematics, I realize that something happens with us. I cannot read, I cannot move, I cannot think. Mathematics is like it. He said, mathematics.
Check out the car.
What I'm saying is that we start that song, we got
the force today, a short food committee. I have a paper, I'll take down your name and your telephone number. We need to set up meetings and we need to organize what the short food is going to be. We're taking it back to the original. A lot of these on the committee already. It's very important. There's a march of legacy for a law youth center in Memphis. Anyone who wants to see if they are qualified to be on the committee, what they should do is get together. I don't know if they can, but I'm telling you, call the school and find out, or you can call me. Now, I'll give you my number if you want it. My number is 864-4434. That's my home number in Memphis. If anybody want to call me to ask me when are we going to set up the Law Youth Center meeting, I'm trying to get with P.R. so that he could announce it, so that he could be in the forefront. Because he's the one that has it. He got to step down and let somebody else take over. The short food dance. A lot of food in Mecca needs economics. Now this year we did something, we need to do something else. We want to do a lot of food, but we want to give Sadiq the forefront, seeing that he's volunteered over the years of doing a service for us and not asking for a dime of what he's been doing. We want him to try to set it off in Medina at the Y. He's going to try to do this. And we're hoping that we will back him 100% so he can do it. Now this year we're talking about making up a calendar for that whole short food week. We need information on what you want to do, how you want to do it. There will be a committee meeting to sort of organize the dance, and we'll be definitely in touch with Sadiq so that he can know that we're bashing him in that dance this year. Is there any other announcement? Nothing else is coming up? Nothing else is happening? June balloon?
I'll find out about June balloon. I'll find out about June balloon.
Okay, Pete's getting back with us. So, by next Parliament, we'll tell you more about the dance, we'll tell you more about the Law Youth Center, and we'll tell you more
about the Show Proof Committee? Please. I rest the Powerball, which is called Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today's mathematics and wisdom culture free. Your wisdom is your ways in action, and your culture is your way of life. That's only born equality, and equality of the Father is to teach. That's the Father's degree in the supreme alphabet. That's the basic education. Supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet. Keep it simple, teach. Freedom doesn't set equality, and your equality will be born. What we do is we put on another event. This is a follow-up to the first national summit that was held in Pittsburgh, where we designed and outlined a vision and structure of organization for the nation of God and earth. The first event was a success and was held on the Knowledge Born Day in Sacramento, and the Wisdom Cycle Knowledge Day. On March 9th, which is 2 weeks from Saturday, or yesterday, we're having a follow-up conference in Powerball at the University of Pittsburgh, which will be held from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. And there will be workshops held. The workshops will be held by nations of the God, members of the nation of the God and earth, on various topics. There will be topics such as organization, structure, and development.
When they come by and see you, they don't see the cap, though. Would you like to be on this side?
Technology information, also nation security issues, and there's still some more topics that are being outlined to be presented. So what we are asking for your support is to come down and get involved in the process. How many of you got 120? The way we got 120 is through repetition and through being steadfast on our mission to learn and to create an environment for us to elevate our level of consciousness. To bring more organization and development to this nation is by me staying steadfast and conscious and not letting the issue go. So you're going to get tired of me saying it, but I'm going to be up there in front of you saying it time and again, because it is nation time to build and to grow. We have too many resources in this room alone not to have massive, successful businesses within us. I'm talking about nation business because personally, we can all be successful. We can get personal businesses, but we're talking about nation business now. This nation is seldom rather for nation business. We can be talking about our profit margin. We can be talking about our charter schools. We can be talking about our businesses and being a community service to the 85% who need us out in society. We're not talking about just our own personal individual successes. We're talking about nation business now. So when we come together, we're coming together for one common cause, which is to build this imagination. And Powerball, what we're going to do is share what our idea is that the local areas develop their infrastructure. We're recommending that each local area identify a treasurer and identify a point person for communication. By doing so, we will already have in place one of the primary vehicles which will elevate the local area. The local area will then participate in the other cities within that region. We happen to be in Region 6. Region 6 consists of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ohio, also certain places upstate New York, such as Rochester, Buffalo, and Syracuse. All right, so that's Region 6. And Region 6 is holding this conference now. Future conferences will be held in the nation by other regions that have been identified. So the regions will then come together and they will make decisions that will impact those cities and they will provide support to those cities. The regions will also come together twice a year. This is our proposal. And they will meet twice a year on a nation level to discuss nation business and to institute policies and to put a statement on some of this confusion that's out there. Because we are also proposing to have a board of elders, a council of elders, because we have got to recognize that we are not westernized thinkers. We do not second-class senior citizen. What we do is we tap into that mindset, and we recognize that that's where we came from, and we need to establish where we're going by utilizing the formula that has been laid down, because the formula has been proven to be successful. It works every time. What you got to do is like mathematics. So our email address, if you need, our email address is awm-online.com. AWM, Allows World Manifest. www.awm-online.com. So you can email us, we will provide you with information, transportation, directions, and there are already some groups within the cipher in this room, and also in other areas that are already planning and making arrangements that are rented transportation, or that's carpooling, or someone taking buses. Anybody leaving from Mecca by Wednesday the 5th, you need to have your reservation, and you will then be qualified to go on the buddy pass 2-for-1 on Greyhound. So you can get 2-for-1 fare on Greyhound, and if you do that, it's going to be $88 round trip. On no, $85 round trip to and from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And you can call us, and we'll arrange the transportation to you on the bus station and bring you to the University of Pittsburgh or to my residence, where we'll have to see on the night prior to the summit, which is March 8th. All right, are there any questions regarding this issue? Yeah, I got March 8th. All right, are there any questions regarding this issue?
Yeah, I got a question. Who like establish these regions?
Hey, God, do me a favor, stand up and say who you are.
My name is Pure Light of Law. You was talking about regions before which were established, and I was asking who established these regions, because I've never heard of it before.
Indeed, the guys from California came together last year, and what we did is we put a map up. And we came together last year, and what we did is we put a map up. And we looked at all the locations in the area in the United States and abroad, and looked at where the concentrations of gods and earth were at. And then by geographical and dealing with the strength of some of the cities and the weaknesses in terms of the numbers of some of the cities, we established 9 regions across the United States and Canada. So the guys from California did that. That is our proposal to the nation of gods and earth. If you want to add on with that, then
I want to know how long can I do this proposal?
yeah, definitely. We can get a copy to you either through email or through mail. So we can arrange that after this.
Thank you.
Thank you. The proposal is that allowed through now, and it will be allowed through for those who need to view it or would like to view it, so they can have some input in it. And we ask that you email us with any input, and that we will also consider those ideas, because we've already made some changes to our original proposal based on feedback that we have received.
All right, so the board knows that you're talking about. Is this like the board of directors?
Sounds good.
So like
I'm not going to go through the whole proposal right here. We can do that on time. The board is just see him later on to talk to him. All right, one last thing I have to add is that on the financial level, we need to recognize that we must support nation initiatives. We need to have that dollar circulate within this nation so financial level. We need to recognize that we must support nation initiatives. We need to have that dollar circulate within this nation 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times before we take that money and spend it out in natural society. There's guys at the table out front. They have articles, they have literature, there's raffles, there's a guy here selling raffles. We take stogie or some poison for our system, so we don't support nation business. That has got to stop. The jar that's passed around with the school, collection, we got to pay ourselves first before we start paying anybody else, because just like the so-called American Negro being one of the most spendthrift nations on this planet, we make money of it. We know how to get paid up here. So we need to pay ourselves. We need to pay ourselves. We need to support nation initiatives and stop lying about giving them $5 and $10. Much is given, much is required to pay.
All the dogs are standing back there. We got a lot of cheers people. Y'all trying to come in and get a little aisles up. Everybody can move around. For those who need gravel, I don't need y'all to walk across the front and jump come over to the side here. Always y'all to deal with that. Peace, my name is True Love. Today's mathematics, spiritual culture, born equality. Wisdom is the manifestation of one's knowledge. Culture is our God. And equality is this. Now what we going to do with it? The thing I want to deal with, I want to stay in the context of the issue we're trying to build about is the development and growth of this nation. I've been coming through to a lot of schools since we had our crisis and we lost our Twin Towers. And I've been seeing a lot of chaos and it's been disturbing to God's nerves. Brothers stealing, lying, cheating, selling lessons, a lot of rhetoric going on. There's a lot of guys that's upset. There's a lot of the youth that pulled out. They're not even coming through no more. I'm in the hood, y'all. Metro, Medina, P-Line, New Jerusalem. I came around in 82. I've been here for 20 years. The Father, Son blessed me. I was the last one with him. I migrated through most of the towns in New Jerusalem, which is New Jersey. There's a lot of guys out there that are born into this. Some of them weren't born into this. They just running wild, man. It's a war on the streets. We need to take it back to the streets, man. But that's where I got it from. We need to keep it real and teach it real and keep it simple. A lot of guys are not coming in the streets no more. And I'm out there, it's like I'm a lonely soldier. A lot of brothers out there dealing in truth and selling death. And I know one thing, that mathematics is the key to solve all problems, but yet can cause one to have problems if they don't calculate it and live it out in proper form. A lot of brothers use this as a tool to seal their filthy ways, not just the drug dealers, right? Some of the high scientists around here, I think they high scientists, I think they're pulling something over somebody's eyes. But I have no biblical cord attached to me, all right? Ain't no old fat man or elders or whatever, young, old, gonna have me caught up in their wisdom, like a lot of cats in our city. So you brothers need to grow up. I learned one thing, in order to be a master, I must come among the masters and learn the way of the master. I could give a brother 120 lessons, but he still can be easily led in the wrong direction. Without the proper guidance and instructions of dealing with a law world manifest and the foundation, which is mathematics and supreme alphabet, which is our language. Now let me ask y'all one question, nation. How many of y'all paid for 120 lessons? Huh? But it's on the internet. And a lot of cats running around here running off with the mouth. Okay? We don't sell lessons. Am I right? That's right. Right. That's what about things. You know what I'm saying? And the science has been free with the Father's manifestation by Sam here from Otisville is free for those who qualify themselves. Now we're going to get off of that. A lot of school, I got a project for a lot of school, an economical project. Because as a nation as a whole, we grow. There's a lot of guys that's out here making music, doing different things with this language, and became rich. But a lot of them don't come back. All right? A lot of them I've been mingling with. All right? And telling them to move our butts. What happened to this? Y'all use your rap language, talk about language, use that slick talk, but when the youth come up to you, you can't prove nothing to them. All right? So those guys is on my list. All right? As far as the guards in different areas, the rallies, parliament, put a committee together in your community. If you get a committee, you got a body, you got a head, then all the fools can't come out and oppose against the righteous. Because you got a committee, y'all can form, y'all can organize. A lot of schools, the royal family welfare, the churches, the flags, I'm the brother that started that about God years ago. Now I'm going to tell y'all why, because I'm not no 10%. Me and a guy named Master State Farm went to the trade show. We seen the chase. They took the flag off the poor rights of teachers' house, but it had that Star David around it, which wasn't rightly that. You know what I'm saying? So we looked at it, we scratched our head, and said, man, this ain't no hip-hop, bebop, diabolical cool thing. This is the gods and earth. It's our flag, most holy and greatest. So I went to the chick and I told her, come here for a minute, man. I know he wouldn't understood, so the quickest way I could make him understand, I said, you heard of Farrakhan and them? He said, yes. I said, well, my man, this is Islam. This is a people's way of life. This is not no hip-hop thing. Even though you got all these cats out, I went to trade. But Las Vegas, they in here, we went to Las Vegas. We stepped to them cats. They denied themselves, but they never knew themselves, right? So they used this as a tool. Their little rap records, the nation y'all all supported them in the beginning. I was a young guy, I see them. When they blew up, it came to help them get up. So now they gone, mission in action, right? So now you got these cats flipping on flag. So I said, I'm gonna take it upon myself. When we had the summit in Philly, I got with the elders, some of the other dogs from Medina in different areas, and I said, look, the nation, we need our paraphernalia. We need somebody to do it within. We didn't have a budget. So I took my hard-earned money, and I did it for y'all, all right? I'm not getting rich off it, and actually, I'm getting tired of the project, so I want to give it to a lot of schools, because they go through hell over there, they need economics, I got a whole plan, we can use books, other authors' understanding of the science of studies and history, we can use natural products, show brothers how to eat to live. There's a lot of things we can put in that school that relates to the black man, woman, and child way of eating, history, and science, and we ain't got to be pimping our nation selling lessons, because the knowledge is free. So if anybody got a problem with that, speak now. There's cats in the field selling stuff like that. Y'all know who you are, and I'm going to shut you down. Areas, use the rules, Medina, Mecca, P-Line, upstate, put a committee together in your boroughs. The thing I was taught, Mecca hold down Mecca, Medina hold down Medina, Asbury hold down Asbury, Patterson hold down Patterson. And if we all can do that, then we got more to offer each other when we come together. If you ain't got your backyard, or the leaves rape, what you want to do over here? Y'all feel me? On that note, I'm going to take a peek.
it came to about $43,000, $44,000. Okay, we don't just want to deal with one person, but right now, that's the only person that we got to deal with. We need gold. So we decided to do a fundraiser. The fundraiser that we're working with is for Secondary Catholic Church in Baltimore, Maryland. Every year they do a fundraiser for different organizations that want to fundraise to raise money. The Nation First Foundation got 2,000 tickets. Those 2,000 tickets are worth $8,000. Out of that $8,000, we get 60% of it. We sell all 2,000 tickets. The nation will receive $4,800. They don't give us the money. We give them back, we take that off the top. We have to send them back $3,200. If we don't sell all the tickets, whatever we sell, we get 60% of. We send them unused tickets back, we send them whatever they get back. Now, we have 2 more rallies after this, plus on a daily basis at a law school, they are selling back tickets. I'm asking everybody in the nation, to gut up a little bit, sacrifice, help out in purchasing raffle tickets so that we can get back to the best point. None of this money goes in my pocket. I stand before you at the May rally. If we sell all of it, I plan to send society and that is with a check $4,300. And to round it off, I would like to get money out there so we can do $5,000 for law universal development. Again, no money at all you can keep. You think that you should know, I will let you know. Right now, in my bank account, I got over $200,000. We got to pay back. Everybody wants to go to cooperative back, I will tell you. Plain and simple. If you ain't got to go to nobody else, anything else. I'll put the money in my account, I will let you know the cooperative up. My goal is to sell all 2,000 tickets. Right, go for the check, $200,000, get the raffle ticket, and the rest is out. It's small, but at least we're not sitting back saying, what are we going to do about school around here? Well, how are we going to keep it going? There's other things that's in the progress right now that's really important for the state, and we will take upon the formula about. But I want all of those to know that we're not sitting back, not trying to raise so much. Outside aid, I've overheard individuals say that we talking about the tearing down schools. Ain't nobody tearing down schools. We want it as safe as possible. Y'all have to do it. Y'all go to now. It's safe, but it's not safe. But I don't want to scare nobody. It's safe, but it's not safe. We want to bring it up to par and the standards that it needs to be brought up to so that we can build and do other things there. We cannot do no program working with children no type of if we got violence and so those things we can't even approach yet until we get together. So that's why we're trying to deal with the land first and then we're going to do a program. So we ask y'all that you go back and actually look inside between these hours and you want to know what's going on, you can take the right information back to your neighborhood with actual facts. Because in the course of this month, I'm hoping to see these rallies get back together like a lot. Because we owe y'all something as individuals. never have to win and draft himself. So again, if this car wouldn't cost, and I told you, I give $1,000 to get the car. So again, it's something for the nation to step in the right direction and getting us just to do things. This ain't ultimately what we want to just deal with these little fundraisers. So like I say, it's a starting point because we know that we kept getting needle that the nation next door to us, the nation next door to us, and the nation next door to us. And like I say, sometimes we got to take baby steps to learn how to run. And we want to get more into fundraising and everything else. Now, the final thing that I have to say is that next month, I need to be quiet about next month, we're going to have a visit to you. On the Knowledge Coaching Day, I went to 112 Fifth Avenue. Over there, they have a school that's called Bill. It's called Relevant of Knowledge, Equality, to Wisdom Coaching that come from low-income families that may have dropped out of school or street child. Somebody that we don't want to deal with. They have a school over there that will allow you to what you need. They give you a stipend for going. Also, if you want to go to college after you can. Also, our academic is that half the day is spent in academics, the other half of the day is on-the-job training, infrastructure. What this organization deals with, they have over 200 schools in the United States, and they started in Mass. They were started by the coach team that was over at East College that asked the young children if they had anything or they could do, and what could they do. And one of the students was working in the class, and she said that my mother don't have no place to live, so if I could do anything, I would get me a building and renovate so that my mother would have no place to live. What they did after that was they leapfrogged off, they started this organization, like I said, they are accredited schools. They have low income people, and what they do is build houses for homeless people that do not have homes. They build them and then they go into shelters and they give people a second chance and opportunity. So next month at the rally, the brothers, friends, songs, will introduce themselves and introduce the program. So that if there's any young brothers and sisters that are not in school, young people between 16 and 24, when they do enrollment, each one of these state determination, some applications so that we can sign those brothers and sisters up. Again, talk about growth and development. Talk about being responsible. We have the same problem in this nation that other nations have, other people have in the whole 9 yards, and it's about time that we address these things so that they won't be a Achilles heel. The brothers and sisters have alcohol, it is us to get the information to get them their help. If the sisters and brothers don't have help, we have to get the information that people y'all can get help. Not only that, y'all got to stop being quiet. We have to read your mind to know what y'all are lacking or what y'all don't have. It's important that you participate. Most of y'all come, some of y'all come every month, and you can see it. You don't come to no idea. It's not listening. So we need to know things just like we are telling you all things. Some of those I'll just repeat.
The penal institution should hold back for putting motions, Article 78, federal motions, we have not. Why? We have gone 3 stages and history in our nation. At one time, we were the Bloods, the 5%. Today, this day and time, we the nation of the gods of earth. The Father told Angel that his name was Death Angel. I tell you, I don't teach angels. I teach to be God of earth. It is up to each and every individual to judge and choose that for himself what is pure knowledge and what's pure wisdom. When we get involved in the court system, trying to show and prove our culture, we really got to know the wisdom of our culture. Because when I see quality, I see knowledge. When I see knowledge, I see Allah. When I see Allah, I see myself. There is no limitation to knowledge. However, we deal with the government that in the 1700s did not took into consideration no black man or any other man in the Constitution of the United States. Why? Because it was a system of morality which was well and allegory and illustrated to the science of symbolism. And we were not included because it was a science only taught by a few who became puppets of George Washington. Now, the wisdom is now known, so what we have to do, we have to hold back. It's easy for you to get up here and say you're the original man, that you're the God of the universe. But you have to remember one thing. We have been taught religion, all 7 schools of thought. Now we cannot distinguish between religion and the teachings of our Father. I don't teach religion. I teach the culture of my God. There is no limitation to that. So this is why I say that the nation who are putting motions into the court system, you got to be very careful. Why? Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad under the case of New York versus Muhammad guaranteed 120 degrees in the penal system to the Muslims. We're not Muslims. So you won't get caught with contraband. To avoid all that in the future, we have to commit a committee and know what a constitution is. The God up there asks a few powerful questions. A lot of things that we don't have, we don't know, because everybody's too busy trying to identify God or devil. Now we have a constitution. How can we represent our people and allow people to respect us as God? That's powerful. It's not as easy as it looks. Now you got brothers in the box. Why? Because they got caught for 120 degrees. Let me tell you something. I know law. It took me through hard times, a lot more than that. I got sentenced to 45 to life. You ain't dealing with no puppet. You dealing with the devil that knows his very nature and knows what he's doing. 120 degrees is a lesson that came from a school of thought of religion. What you think Elijah was teaching you? Come on, let's keep it simple and real. Simple and real. I'm not a master of anything, but I know and understand my culture. So, back to the prison system. We have to sit out, and we have to deal with a universal school of thought. So that when we go into the court system and questions are asked, we don't get hanged up and come with a verdict. If you don't know how to type a motion, you don't never picked up the Constitution of the United States, how in the hell you going to represent yourself in the court of law of the devil? permission of the devil to recognize this God, I'll be gone. Regardless to whom or what. And it's a serious issue. Not only the issue of God being put in the pelon, but there's gods are coming out with bachelor's degree, master's degree, and they have to mother in their chest because they got a felony. And by having a felony, you're blacklisted for the rest of your life. You can't get no job unless you line your application. Because every application says, "Are you committed a felony?" Why?
Not true, now. Not true, now.
Well, the majority of us says, "Are you a felony?" That's pretty well, but the application that I have signed says that. You know why? Because if you committed a felony in this day and time, you can't get no job that is worth anything but wash dishes. Come on, people sit for a meal. We can speak of the universe for here the kingdom come. But how many of us have jobs that will be able to put shelter for our babies? You don't. Because the conditions, 9/11 have destroyed us. That's the excuse to kill God at this day and time, 9/11. Without a born that man, word of the bomb is us to move on. Before we leave, though, there should be a group of gods on earth with the heart that want to be a prison committee. There's a lot of gods being heard in the box. Why? Because we don't come to the aid. Although some of us do. I like the gods in the peanut every week. The gods I be with, they know that. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell God to put in no motion, and then when he's put on the stand, he can't even show him through his own knowledge. God is going to show him through a universal knowledge. Or knowledge I was got all schools of thought by the true and living God, but he knows. Okay, God, let me I went off, right? But he's going to keep on the other step.
And we need help in the people, it's still first right. When you write letters to the law school, me, seal law, justice, several other brothers write. But we need help. There's only about 4 brothers that write. So we asking for a committee about 6:30. We can have anybody that's willing to add on. Come and see me do adjustments, a lot of adjustments. Or he can add on more.
Anybody want to add on to this prison committee? We formulated. We're going to take this day right here to start it off. And from here, we'll have 30 days scheduled. So anybody who's interested, whether you be young or old, be far or be hurt, if you want to help and add on to the prison committee at 6:30, we're going to meet in the gym at 6:30.
My name is the Law B. And I've been on this prison today. And I appreciate both of you what we just went through in the final hour of the nation's business. Now the importance of the nation's business in the power hour is to present the power to the power nation. So that you can see living examples of God's and earth that's building collectively. We're not talking about building individually. Because individually, we automatically take the fact that you have built progressively to get here in the first place. But maybe perhaps in one area of a matter that you didn't build was collectively with your brothers and your sisters in a structural way. The structural way that we're talking about is through committee activity. Committee activity presents what the Father presented to us in a universal parliament. A universal parliament is a
I ain't bring my extension. Well, ain't nothing happened, so, you know.
Thank you.